Then we're going to get into the offering development. Now, that's where we're actually working with you one-on-one, talking through the structure. One of the most important questions when you're developing your investment opportunity is always, where are your investors going to be coming from? And that's when we start talking about regulations. I'm just going to burn through these real quick, but there's actually some important reasons why we're burning through these, is because we're actually able to leverage multiple laws, multiple ways to crowdfund. And that's really the secret of how you do it bigger, better than any. The big daddy, Regulation A, you can raise up to $70 million. I'm not going to talk about that. It's a great strategy, but it's huge. It's expensive. It's time consuming. You have to get qualified by the SEC. That's not what we're talking about today, because that, I mean, budgetarily, and it's fairly reasonable, expect to spend $75,000. We're talking about how to do it way cheaper, and to get launched, and to bring in capital, and to find investors. And so I'm going to touch on these laws to start with. We've got Regulation D 506C. I bring this up because you're allowed to advertise. That was a question that we just got asked about this verification process. As Richard was saying, and I will absolutely agree with, you got to take these reasonable steps. And usually these reasonable steps means that you're getting an opinion. There's online companies that provide it. But honestly, most of the time, it's just, hey, introduce me to your CPA. Then you get the opinion. As I was saying, attorneys, we're a pain. Don't ask for us. Financial advisors.
Let me actually jump in here, because we have a follow-up from the same person that asked the first question. And he says, let me get this straight. In 506C, verified does not need to use W-2. It can be other ways. Yes?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So accredited
W-2 assets, not including your home property or your residence.
The two most common ways people are accredited is either their income, which may or may not be on a W-2. It could be 1099. It could be ownership from a business that they have. But also you can be accredited based on net worth. And, your net worth is obviously not reflected on your W-2 or your tax return. So there's other things to look at, or even professional certifications. So if you've got a Series 7, Series 83, those actually allow you to be an accredited investor too. So there's a whole, if you get an offering, there's going to be a list of, do any of these apply to you? Boom, 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 boom. And it's all the ways you can be accredited, and you only got to have one. So
love it. We got another question from Rocky. What's going on, Rocky? Long time no chat. Can corporate America participate? And the answer is yes. There's different categories for corporations, for LLCs, but as long as the entity itself is accredited, and the two general ways that they're accredited is everybody that owns it is accredited, comes up a lot of time with LLCs, or if it's like a fund, as long as they have at least $5 million in investable amounts, then it's available. So we just got a massive influx of people at the moment. So I'm just going to quickly say, hey, if you want to find out more about this, go to the QR. The URL will be in absolutely nonstop fun and games. That's what we do here.
Promote.
I mean, we're here to have fun, but at the end of the day, it's about education. So, and then when we talk about Regulation CF, you can advertise. You can accept anybody. An unlimited number of non-accredited investors, but you're only capped at, it can be up to $5 million per year. So a lot of the real estate deals we do are Regulation D. A lot of these smaller deals that we're doing is Regulation crowdfunding. There are those limitations on those crowdfunding. For those little investors, they're only allowed to invest 5% or 10% of their income or their net worth based on kind of how much money they're making, what's their value. So important things to know. Definitely when we're working with you, we cover it more. But the substance of why we're here today is not that. It's actually one of the most amazing things, and nobody's been doing this in the past. So here's the new opportunity with crowdfunding, is to be able to simultaneously run that Regulation D 506C at the exact same time as that regulation crowdfunding. Now, if you think about what those rules are, under the Regulation D, you can't work with non-accredited investors. Great, here's a solution. Regulation CF, you can accept an unlimited number of non-accredited investors. On the regulation crowdfunding side, you're capped at $5 million. In the real estate world, in a lot of the capital raised or successive rounds of capital, $5 million honestly doesn't go very far. Sounds like a lot of money, but it doesn't go very far, especially in real estate. Don't worry about it. Now you can run that, the Reg D along with the CF. You can blow past that $5 million, and now you can raise an unlimited amount of money and bring in up to $5 million from the smaller investors.